Hello Cancer, welcome to your April 2024 reading. This is a big month for everybody, of course, because it's eclipse season. So with that being said, it's important that we just get right into this reading and not waste any time. So there was an eclipse on the 25th of March. Should we start there? The Two of Cups, beautiful energy, very harmonious, very loving. This doesn't necessarily have to represent your romantic relationships, your dating world, your partner. It could also be just, your relationship with life, your relationship with yourself, in harmony with friends. Everybody who you care about seems to be getting along well. And doesn't that just float your boat, Cancer? But for some, yes, a romantic relationship is flourishing and thriving. It's full of potential. There's so much consciousness in this and understanding. Some of you have really decided to prioritize connecting with somebody. Prioritize, maybe it's meeting somebody, maybe it's saying yes to going out more and seeing people more. Some of you though are like, no, I'm not into that. I'm not into that at all. And with the eclipse on the 25th of March, for some of you, this brought about an agreement, a pact, a promise, a commitment in another way, in work, with yourself, with a neighbor, a promise to uphold an understanding. Somebody at your job, somebody in your community or your neighborhood said, Cancer, I'm going to do this for you. I promise I won't let you down. Or you kind of made that commitment to somebody else. We'll have to clear it up. I'm going to clear up all of these cards with more tarot, of course. Come April 8th, when we have the second eclipse, which is a solar eclipse, new moon in the sign of Aries. So this is going to be highlighting a new beginning and a initiation and some sort of like new start for you, basically. A chapter opening. Most likely it'll be in the Aries part of your chart. In April, Venus, Mercury, the Sun, Chiron, and the North Node of Destiny will transit through the sign of Aries. So if you know where to find your Aries part of your chart, that's where this is all going to take place. This is the area of life where the action is taking place this month. If you're not sure and want some help, just drop your rising sign in the comments and I'll steer you towards the answer to that question. The moon, of course, will be in Aries around the eclipse too. And for some of you, you guys have to dismiss somebody or something. For some of you, you're going to be letting people go from your staff. For some people, you're going to be kind of like nudging discreetly the person out of your life that has been kind of draining you. And through the experiences you've been having, the really good ones where you've seen who really can come through for you, who cares about you, who's invested in your life and who gives a shit, you have been able to then decide or decode basically who really is just like, get out of here, I don't have time for this. This person is dismissing the waiter. Not a nice thing to do. I definitely don't recommend that. I'm in hospitality. I would be very upset if this were to happen. So that's not what we're advocating for here. But you might actually have to sort of think to yourself and have this inner monologue like, do I actually have to be rude to this person for them to get the message? I'm sure there's a better way to handle it, but you're really over someone's shit. The Queen of Pentacles, yes. Around the 20th of April, Jupiter, planet of expansion, is going to align with, in a conjunction, Uranus, which is going to be very limitless. And this is groundbreaking energy, and this energy is taking place in the Taurus part of your chart. Again, if you'd like to drop your rising sign, I'd happily help you navigate that part of your chart. But lucky Jupiter, groundbreaking Uranus, together in a sign that's associated with pleasure, money, wealth, security, abundance, like Taurus, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles here. Yeah, this is going to be really good for you financially, I think. Work-life balance, freedom, disposable income, thriving, your health thriving, overall well-being, feeling really like safe, secure, loved, bountiful. By the end of the month, that's all yours for the taking. So we're going to see which way you're going to be growing and immersing yourself in those blessings, I think, as well. But before we go into the tarot, I've been using this nice oracle It's the Mike Wilcox Oracle. Beautiful artist. I've seen his work on Instagram, and I saw that he got some cards out, and you know, I had to have them, had to treat myself. But yeah, beautiful illustrations. This is the Mike Wilcox Oracle. Let's see what the archetype that you're working with at this time in your life for April, for the eclipse season, is Cancer. The ocean, is that not you? Is that not just so Cancerian? So we'll read from the guide, but to me the ocean is so vast. So it's so vast, it's so big and it's so small. Not small, it's like so big and vast, but yet it's so interconnected, if that makes sense. Probably not. At the point of you watching this, I'm over 39 weeks pregnant, you know, so by the time this video comes out, I will have had my baby. But the words, the brain, it's not linking anymore, you know, so I think that's, I feel like my intuition is on point, but the output of logical words, oh, here we go, the ocean, yeah. This is great because I get to read. I can still do that. Reaction, choices, view, oh no, not the ocean. I was like, how is that the ocean? Reaction. Emotions, water, ups and downs, subconscious, things beneath the surface, root causes, powerful forces, and depth. These are the energies that you're working with for this eclipse season. Yes, okay. Cancerian themes. We have Venus in Cancer with the Two of Cups. We have Moon in Cancer with the Four of Cups. Cancer is associated with the fourth house in astrology, so it's the subconscious part of our chart. The deepest parts of our inner workings. This is all Cancer's territory. So you might really be having a month of introspection, but it's powerful, you know, and Cancer is powerful. Cardinal water is forceful and it's initiation. The ocean calls us to understand the depth of our emotions. If we liken ourselves to the earth, our spirit would be the skies, our body the earth itself, full of magnetism and great energy. Our mind, all living things. The ocean to us would be our emotional realm, our subconscious beneath the surface. So sometimes this is going to be calm, sometimes it's going to be wavy, torrential, but it's always in flow. And you're probably really getting in tune with yourself this eclipse season. Our relationship with others, with ourselves, with the world, are ships on our ocean. During a storm, our ships get tossed and sometimes even sink. The architect of a stormy sea is always in response and reaction. Ultimately, we have access to that response through the depths of ourself during a storm or a strong, ongoing emotional reaction. The truth of what lies beneath the surface is invisible, covered up by all the stirred up sand and mud. If we can quiet ourselves for long enough to allow the waters to become clear, only then can we see what's truly in our heart. Okay. So this is about you starting to understand what's going on in your subconscious under the surface this month. Enjoy yourself. Let's get into the rest of this reading using the tarot. So let's look into Cancers. You know, love life won't apply to everybody. Dating life, partnerships, that's not going to apply to everybody. I'll pull a card to look at what's happening in that realm for those who it applies to. And then let's just see what else has been going on in late March for you. Okay, the Magician card, we're going to look at that in terms of, I think, relationships. Let's see what else has been going on. Cancer, your energy coming through, the Queen of Cups, beautiful, and the Fool card. The Queen of Cups, just in receiving, no rush, rain is falling, will fill the cup in time, not in an urgent hurry to do so. You're chilling, you're happy to just be in this queen energy of, growth, abundance, more doors opening for you, more possibilities emerging, and you're not even forcing it. You're in your yin, you're sitting back, you're waiting, you're in receptivity, not blocking, not in any way forcing, guaranteed abundance, right? And the Fool card and the 0 and 1 Magician and Fool. Yes, April is that new beginning energy for you. The solar eclipse, especially around April 8th, but it's all leading up to that, the kind of culmination and turning point you reach at the end of March. On a subconscious level, it seems like it's internally. It unlocks something of a more external masculine, like, I'm actually going to take some action, Magician card. I'm actually going to make a step, take a risk and a chance on the unknown and have a new adventure. But first, the subconscious mind has to allow this to happen by releasing a block, or not even a block, or just registering a feeling or understanding the root of an emotion. Let's just talk about love life real quick. You've got to make the first move, I think, on something. That's what the Magician would do. It looks like it's going to be well worth it if you do. And that's kind of if you're single, looking, or dating, or just have your eye on somebody and you want to explore this crush or person you're attracted to and drawn towards. The Magician is very magnetic. So there's a strong attraction between you and another person at this time. I knew that. Those of you who are in a relationship, I still think it's going to be you that has to do something about this, to continue to let this flow in such a good way. Keep up the effort and keep bringing that to the table. Whatever that is, it's working. So keep it up. The Queen of Cups is you, and it's cardinal water, the ocean. This is exploring your inner world lately, really moving into the depths, and I love what's coming up for you. It's really beautiful. What's happening on that inner world journey for you is really beautiful. The Fool card represents the end of March being something of a fresh, new and exciting energy. You're gonna kill me, but if my battery goes, Cancer, I'm gonna be linking the part 2 of this video in the description box below. Sorry. Baby brain over here forgot to charge the camera. But we are talking about an adventure that's emerging in late March and it's only unfolding in April. But first, the 4 of Cups. This is where the emotions and the ocean, the flow. This is a lower mood, right? So there is something that potential here in April, there is the potential for the moodiness that, that we love to stereotype Cancer with, this moodiness, but it's just flux, like the moon, like the ocean. They're your archetypes. It's just change. So you can be prone to moodiness, sulking this month, but I think overall it's that you need to say to somebody that's what I was saying to my nephew today, who's so cute. This was his drawing. I think, is that a flower? It's a flower with a big red X through it. He was like, no, hate it. Looks like shit.